A very warm welcome to one and all. With hearts full of joy and pride, we welcome you to the annual day cum graduation ceremony of Pondicherry University Daycare Center and Pre-Primary School. A day to celebrate our tiny stars, their progress, creativity, and beautiful memories.
Today, we also celebrate the love and dedication of our coordinator, teachers, parents, and our entire school family, the pillars behind every child's joyful journey.
Now, to formally kickstart the celebration, we invite our lovable and dynamic coordinator, Professor Rekha R.V., to deliver the welcome address and present the annual report.
Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chairman of Daycare Center, Professor Prakash Babu sir, special invitee Dr. Anvida ma'am, wife of our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Director Culture and Cultural Relations, Professor Clement sir, the Registrar, Professor Rajneesh Bhutani sir, Management Committee members, other distinguished guests, teaching and non-teaching colleagues, parents, teachers, and my little angels. Good evening to one and all present over here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this very special occasion. Annual day come graduation day celebrations of this academic year. It is a moment of immense joy and pride for all of us gathered here. Parents, students, teachers, and especially the stars of the day, the little graduates. Today we celebrate not just an end of the academic year, but we celebrate the growth, the achievements, and the precious memories of your pre-primary journey. Do you remember your first day at school? Some of you were crying, some of you were shy, some of you were nervous, and some of you were holding your parents' fingers. But now how you are? You are confident, joyful, and ready to step into the next exciting phase of your academic journey. So on this wonderful occasion, I would like to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chairman of Daycare Center and Pre-Primary School, Professor Prakash Babu sir, to this wonderful gathering. Everyone here is already familiar with the impressive academic credentials of our esteemed Vice Chancellor. As everyone knows, he is an accomplished scholar with a wealth of knowledge and experience that sets him apart. For the last 1.5 months, we have witnessed his academic leadership. But what truly makes him remarkable are not just his academic achievements, but his humanity and the integrity with which he leads. I still remember his first interaction with the faculty members. During that meeting, he shared his incredible journey from a boy who dreamt of seeing an aeroplane to a person now holding the prestigious position of Vice Chancellor of this esteemed university. That day he humbly mentioned that he had been shortlisted for VC positions at many universities, and during the interview, when the interview board asked him, "How do you know each and everything?" Then he replied, "I climbed the steps to reach here." That answer really touched my heart. So he knows everything from the bottom level. That in essence defines our Vice Chancellor. His journey has been one of determination and an unwavering commitment to learning at every stage. Sir, you are an inspiration and role model to all of us. Under your leadership, I am confident that our university will take off to new heights and regain its rightful glory. I hope your vision will not only lead us forward, but will also inspire and motivate all of us to achieve greater success. So we are grateful to you for accepting our invitation and taking the time from your busy schedule. I know how busy you are because of NAC visit, and join us. So we believe that your presence will definitely make this event more special and memorable. So on behalf of the Daycare Center and Pre-Primary School, I extend a very warm welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chairman of the Center. Now I would like to extend very warm welcome to a very special invitee. For the first time, Madam is attending in a program. So we are really proud that you are accepted our invitation and being with us today. So on behalf of the center, I extend a very warm welcome to you, ma'am. welcome to this event. Now I would like to welcome our respected director, Professor Clement sir. I don't think any introduction is required for our Clement sir. Everybody knows that he is a born artist, wonderful human being, and a role model for all of us. He is known for his simplicity, sincerity, and hard work. He helps the departments of this university, the centers of this university as a director, as a wonderful human being. Last year he donated an aquarium to the center and kids are really enjoying it. And really recently he established an endowment, Kamban a human being. So sir, we really appreciate the efforts you are taking to support the centers and departments. On behalf of the Decade Center and Pre-Primary School, I extend a very warm welcome to our beloved Clement sir. Now I would like to extend welcome to our registrar, Professor Rajneesh Bhutani sir. Everybody knows that he is a very vibrant, active and wonderful human being. He is an approachable person. He always supports, motivates and encourages and appreciates the efforts of Daycare Center and Pre-Primary School. Getting appreciation now these days, it's really difficult. So I really thank sir for all the efforts you have taken to make this center a successful one. Every time whenever I meet him, he says, Dr. Rekha, you are coming with new ideas. So thank you sir for your support. So on behalf of the Decade Center and Pre-Primary School, I extend a very warm welcome to our active and vibrant registrar, Professor Rajneesh Bhutani sir. Now I extend our heartfelt welcome to all the management committee members who are present over here. Thank you so much for your support and cooperation. Thank you so much for making the center a successful one. I also extend a very warm welcome to all the parents, deans, HODs of the departments, faculty members, DRs, ARs, staff, students, scholars, and all those who are present over here. Let us make this day a memorable one, filled with joy and heartfelt celebrations. Once again, congratulations to all the little graduates. Keep smiling, keep learning, and keep growing. Go ahead and chase your dreams. World is waiting for you. Thank you. Now I am moving on to the annual report of the Daycare Center and Pre-Primary School. It is with immense pleasure and pride that we present to you the annual report of Pondicherry Daycare Center and Pre-Primary School for the academic year 24-25. This year has been filled with moments of growth, learning and joy as we watched our little ones blossom into confident and curious learners. Throughout the year, our dedicated team of teachers has focused on providing a holistic and enriching learning experiences for our students. Through a blend of interactive activities, creative play and structured lessons, we aim to nurture their cognitive, social, emotional and physical development. Recently, we also incorporated gardening in our education from 2023 onwards, because in 2023 October 2 on Gandhi Jayanti day we opened a kitchen garden in the center. Now Pondicherry government has made it mandatory that every school should have a garden. So we have started well in advance. During this academic year, nearly 35 students enrolled in the pre-primary school and 39 kids in daycare center. In addition to that, 11 students also availed this facility after the school hours. We provided a safe, secure and stimulating learning environment for our young learners. We encouraged parent participation in school activities and events. That is one of the best practices we are following. We celebrated festivals and important days with great enthusiasm so that it will help the kids to learn about different culture, traditions and values. So when they grow up, they will learn to respect the tradition and culture of others. We implemented National Education Policy 2020 in 2022 when we reopened the center after COVID-19. From that date onwards, we used to celebrate each and every event so that it will create some awareness among the kids. So this year also we have conducted lot of events. Till last year we conducted many events at the university level, but this year we have restricted our events only at the school level. So the school reopened in June after the summer vacation. We started with celebrating World Environment Day to create awareness among the students related to the environment. You can see the photographs on the screens, the programs you have conducted. And in August, we celebrated Red Day involved in Independence Day. Also, our kids have done a radio program about freedom fighters in our community radio, Puduvai Vani. It was a wonderful experience for kids, not only for kids, for the teachers as well as the coordinator also. And later in September, we started with Pretend Play Week for 1 week, so that kids will get an awareness among our helpers, plans, and all other things. And in September, we celebrated Onam and followed by Grandparents' Day. First time we have celebrated Grandparents' Day in our center, and we were really happy to see the active involvement of Grandparents' Day in that event. And in October, we started with Saraswati Puja, and we also celebrated World Hand Washing Day, because hygiene is very important in a center like daycare center and pre-primary school, and followed with Diwali celebration with the active participation of parents. In November, we organized Children's Day. Children's Day, one of the important events used to happen in the daycare center. So in October, we organized Children's Day, followed by Green Day, Yellow Day, etc. And in December, we started Pretend Play Week 2, followed by Christmas celebration. And in January, we started with the Republic Day celebrations, followed by Pongal celebration. The list is very long. We have conducted a lot of events. And in February, we celebrated Blue Day, and also we took the kids for a field trip to a wax museum in Pondicherry. Wow, wax museum. And kids really enjoyed it. And March is very special to us. In March, we used to celebrate Women's Day, and our center is the only center with 100% women staff. So we are very enthusiastic to celebrate the Women's Day celebration. Normally we celebrate involving everyone in the university, so the faculty, staff, students, scholars, everyone. But this time we restricted the event only at the center level. And one of the best practices of the center is organizing health camp. Twice in a year we organize health camp in collaboration with the public health center Kalapet, and they come and check the height, weight, and the hemoglobin HP of the kids, and that will be communicated to the parents. Normally our kids never face HB problem because we always go for healthy eating. The parents who are sitting here may be knowing, we always tell them to send only healthy snacks to the kids. So these are the events we have conducted during the academic year. We are grateful for the unwavering support and active participation of our parents and families throughout the year. Your involvement in school activities and volunteer initiatives has been instrumental in creating a nurturing and inclusive learning environment for our kids. As we reflect on the achievements and experiences of the past year, we look forward with optimism and enthusiasm to the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chairman for his unending support, motivation, and encouragement towards the success of daycare center and pre-primary school. I also thank the directors, registrar, our management committee members, teachers, staff, parents, and kids for their support and contribution. We look forward to another successful year ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the heartfelt welcome and for beautifully taking us through the year gone by. It's time to express our gratitude to the dignitaries who have graced us with their presence today. We invite our coordinator, Professor Rekha RV, to kindly felicitate our chief guest, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Prakash Babu, with a memento.
now hear from our esteemed guests. First, we invite our chief guest, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Prakash Babu, to address the gathering.
It's a very great experience. The coordinator, Dr. Rekha, and my colleagues sitting on the dais, Professor Clements and Professor Rajneesh, and my wife, Dr. Anvita, and all the parents and the committee members, students and other invitees. It's a very unique experience to be here, to spend time with the children. Yeah, it's very difficult. That's what our Professor Clement says, that we cannot control them. So we said that don't think of controlling them because it is their function and let them do it. So I really appreciate Professor Rekha and the team for organizing so many programs throughout the year. So that means on average you are doing every month one program, right? Yeah, say. So for NAC, actually this is the unique feature of the university. So I don't think any university has such a kind of facility. Maybe very few must be having. So having a daycare center and also preschool facility for the university employees' children. So this is a very great facility that we have. And also I appreciate the teachers also and also the staff of the school for continuously serving the needs of the university employees' children, and you are taking care of it. And also I understand that you are doing a very good job, and many people are appreciating and the parents are appreciating. We will try to do as much as possible to the school and also the requirements and the needs of the school. So the management committee, we will discuss with the management committee time to time and see that some of the important steps will be taken, further improve the facilities and all. So this is as you know, it's difficult to explain to the children. So some are active and some are sleeping and some are ready to go for the programs and all. See, I started my administration as a school chairman, where we have the pre-primary, primary and secondary, and also later it was converted into KV. So I know how the system works and all. But despite all these things, the committee, I think they have taken care of keeping this in a different shape, and the coordinators and the concerned people and the teachers and all, they are doing a good job. I have not visited the school. I last missed the chance, but definitely I will visit the school very soon, and I will also maybe parents we can have maybe committee members. I think they can put us if there is any requirements, are there special requirements, and even I will also visit that one. And since this is a unique facility of the university, we will protect this and we will improve this and we will further take it to the next level if necessary, wherever it is required. So on behalf of the university, I will definitely assure you that we will do the needful for the school and we will work for the betterment of the school. So thank you very much for inviting me and also organizing this program and taking care of the school. So thank you, Professor Rekha. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for those encouraging words. Next, I invite our special invitee, Dr. Anvita Muthiraj, to say a few words.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Professor Rajneesh, Professor Clements, Dr. Rekha, and Professor Prakash Babu, sir. And all the parents and the grandparents and all the children who are here. Kiddos, congratulations to you. Big journey always starts with small steps. And I was so delighted to see what the programs you are doing. And Dr. Rekha, it's real a wonder, because you need a lot of patience with the students. And the parents are the first teachers, and teachers, of course, are the first parents. So I think that the children are getting ready for the presentation, and I will not take much time. And it's really an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
I invite our director, Professor Clemens Sahayaraja Lords, to share a few thoughts.
Esteemed Vice Chancellor and the First Lady of Pondicherry University, Dr. Anvita, Professor Rajneesh Bhutani, Registrar, Professor Rekha, Coordinator of the Daycare Center, all the parents who are gathered here, invited guests, and my dear young friends. It is really a privilege to be with you all today to share a few thoughts of mine with you all. First of all, whenever there is a program of this kind, to address the small ones, we are using the word kid. As a teacher of English, I object to it because kid is the young one of a goat. The father goat is called Nanny and the mother goat is called Billy. Therefore, I do not know how it happened that we attribute the word kid to our small ones also. Who started it and how it came to existence, nobody knows. It is almost like a wrong usage getting justified. Just like the word okay. As we all know, where this particular word originated, we are sure that it was actually originated from a Canadian speaking president who always used to say oral correct, oral, O-R-A-L, correct, not C, K, correct. And all his subordinates who wanted to criticize him, they cannot say, imitate him by saying oral correct because he will become angry. So they simply abbreviated it as OK. And therefore, now if you use this particular word OK, then you are indulging in a wrong usage because the word should not be used. I think the word kid is also of the same kind. And these young people, when I happen to see them, I see it in a different way. You may think that they are small ones, but I consider them to be the future artists or dancers or people with exceptional talents. And everything is there in our hands only when you bring them up. I take the case of one or two celebrities, just like Mozart, the great musician. At the age of 10, he attended one musical program called Misery. That is the title of that program. And at the age of 10, when he came home, during the night time, he jotted down the entire music composition. And he had a few doubts, only a few doubts. The next day, he got permission from the father to attend that program again. Why? To correct the mistakes which went wrong in his composition during the night time. That clearly shows what kind of memory he had. Why we go to a foreigner? Let us take the case of our Srinivasa Ramanujan. He will write a problem and he will come out with his own answer, and where he is getting the answer, that is the matter of great surprise to all the mathematicians of the world. There will be a problem and there will be an answer, but how he is getting the answer, that seems to be a mystery. Even now, at the age of 7, he started doing it. And now, the great mathematicians, they are not able to find out How he arrived at the answer? Because they are so difficult and one cannot come out with the answer without steps. There are no steps at all, but miraculously he is getting the answer. And the genius in him must have prompted this great mathematician to come out with the answer, to solve the problem even without taking the proper rules. You take the case of our famous Ilayaraja. Ilayaraja was asked not to touch the harmonium. It is a small box-like structure in olden days. And his brother always used to beat him mercilessly whenever he touches it. But he started learning it when his brother was not available at home. And one day it so happened that the harmonist did not turn up. And so the brother, who always used to go for such concerts, he was agitated. Where to go for a person who knows harmony? Immediately the mother said, "Why don't you take your little brother?" What? Little brother? What can he do? Because this seems to be a big concert. And I do not know whether he has been properly trained up. No, he will do it very well. And Ilayaraja himself said, "I will come with you, you can just test me. And that is going to be my experimental ground." And in fact, with great hesitation, he was taken to that particular stage where the performance was marvelous. At the time he was only a small boy and he has no access to that harmonium at all. But in spite of that, he played. And that has given him confidence when he became a future musician. That is how one should learn. My dear friends, only one thing I want to tell you as parents. If your son or daughter has a talent, please don't discourage it. I can come out with my own example. I am an artist now, well established, and I have exhibitions all over the world, including Saudi Arabia. And all these things happened because of my parents. At the age of 5, I started making pictures on the ground using a small chalk piece. At the time it was unthinkable, but my parents, after seeing it, encouraged me a lot. And in fact, my father didn't ask me, "How are you doing in your studies?" But my father is very particular whether you have drawn any picture today on the floor. And it is because of the encouragement given by my parents and later by my teachers, I became an artist. Therefore, if you consider that your small one has a talent, don't simply discourage it. And don't think that the education will be spoiled if he or she concentrates on these type of talented hobbies. This is only going to make them as a great artists or great dancers or great men and women in the future. But at the same time, you should also tell them, and structure them how to be a complete human being. That you can very easily do. Discipline is very, very important, and all these small ones should know what is wrong and what is right. Our own Tamil poet who lived in Pondicherry, Bharadiyar, he has come out with a section of poems, 5 or 6 poems on the young children. And in fact, people say that he started writing the poems by sitting in our street where I live. And those verses are called Papa Pattu. And who is Papa? That small one. And it is addressed to them. But when you read the poem, you can understand what kind of revolutionary poet is Bharati. Only the first 5 or 6 stanzas are addressed to them in the proper way. But in the 6th or 7th stanza, Bharati simply imagines them to be the future revolutionaries of the world. That is why he says, பாதகம் செய்பவரை கண்டால் நாம் பயம் கொள்ளக்கூடாது பாப்பா, மோதி மிதித்து விடு பாப்பா, அவர் முகத்தில் உமிழ்ந்திரடி பாப்பா. Who will say that? Because usually the poem will be addressed to, some nature, or the young ones should be asked to be properly disciplined, and it may be story-like. But here, Bharatiyar categorically says, if you happen to see a man who happens to be a person who is doing something wrong, you just spit on the face of that fellow and simply don't resign. Don't simply go away. You can show your emotions. You can exhibit your emotions at his very face. And again, this poem is addressed to a very small one, and it is not addressed to elderly people. What does it mean? Bharatiyar at that time must have thought the young ones should grow like the revolutionary leaders, then only India will become great. You should not simply, bear all the pains inflicted on you by your opponents, but you must strike and you must show who you are. There lies your ability. Therefore, my dear friends, up to this it's okay. If I continue, I'll be having lot of competitions with them. Even I cannot compete with their voice, and I may result in, throat sore. Therefore, I should thank them before thanking you for keeping at least this much patience and this much discipline. It is all the training given by our Rekha. Because when Rekha invited me, I was a little bit horror-struck and said whether the kids also will be there or it is only meant for these parents and they will be on the other side. He said, no, sir, all of them will be there. Then I saw that big competitions are there as far as my voice is concerned. Therefore, you make them disciplined, see that they are not giving any trouble to the speakers. So, thank you very much, Rekha, for seeing that they are in their seats at least, and therefore I am very happy. As I already told you, you please encourage them, and you will be able to give to India another Ramanujam or Bharati or Bharatidasan and such eminent men who brought glory to our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind and inspiring message. And now I welcome Professor Rajneesh Bhutani to say a few words.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Though I see the kids lined up to come on stage, so I think we should all now be ready to watch the wonderful performances they have all prepared. So I'll just take 1 minute to thank all the organizers, including Dr. Rekha, for having organized this wonderful evening. And congratulations to all the graduates, all the proud parents for this wonderful day of the annual function of daycare. We are really proud of this school. As Sir also mentioned, that this is one of the good practices we are trying to demonstrate in front of the NAC committee also. So for that, congratulations again. I will also take this opportunity to pay my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellor for the encouraging word for this day school. And also a big thank you and gratitude to Dr. Anvita for being here today with us. It is a big inspiration and encouragement to all of us. Thank you, ma'am, for taking time out. Congratulations again and enjoy the wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your support and presence.
Now comes the most awaited moment of the evening, the graduation ceremony for our shining stars of senior kindergarten. The little hands that once held crayons are now ready to hold dreams. Let us celebrate their transition with love and cheer. We request our coordinator and the Honorable Vice Chancellor to kindly present the graduation medals. Here comes
नमस्ते सलामा आ गए फिर से करने हंगामा बोली लम्हों को काटे गुलाबी चश्मे में लगेंगे शराबी हम लम्हे बस याद आना अपने संग को मिला जाना छोड़ दुनिया से शर्माना जोरों जोरों से तो चिल्लाना சிறகை நெருங்கும் போது அகப்படாமல் பறந்து போகிறாய் நிழலை போல தொடரும் என்னை மறந்து போகிறாய் கடிதம் போட்டு பதில்கள் இல்லையே மணலை மூட்டு பருவம் சொல்லையே
They say, oh my gosh, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, let's let a place I both in mine. Your love, you stopped me dead while I was passing by. Now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you, see you every time. And on your I like your style. You make me wanna cry. Now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my gosh, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing all night. You just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And I like your style. You make me wanna cry. Now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. So say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again, again.
அலை நடவன திரண்டு வந்து ஆர்ப்பாட்டமே இல்லாமல் இங்கே அமைதியாக அமர்ந்திருக்கும் என் ரசிக பெருமக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என் அன்பார்ந்த முதல் வணக்கம்.
ஆண்டவன் படைச்சா என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான். என்ன அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான். ஆண்டவன் படைச்சா என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான். என்ன அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான்.
Be happy. Cool down, cool down, cool down.
ஆண்டவன் படைச்சா என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான். என்ன அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான். ஆண்டவன் படைச்சா என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா அனுபவி ராஜான்னு அனுப்பி வச்சான். என்ன அனுபவி
நம் ராஜதந்திரங்கள் அனைத்தும் வீணாகிவிட்டது.
ஒரே மண்ணிலே ஒரே கீதம் உயிர் கீதம் உங்களை எல்லாம் பார்த்தா எனக்கு பாவமா இருக்கு. பொன்மகள் வந்தாள் ஒரு கோடி தந்தாள் பூமே வாசல் பொங்கும் தேனாக கண்மலர் கொஞ்சம் கனிவோடு என்னை ஆழக்கினாள் அன்பிலே. பொன்மகள் வந்தாள் ஒரு கோடி தந்தாள் பூமே வாசல் பொங்கும் தேனாக ரிஸ்க் எடுக்கலாம் எனக்கு ரஸ்க் சாப்பிடுற மாதிரி. பொன்மகள் வந்தார் ஒரு கோடி தந்தார் பொன்மகள் வந்தார் ஒரு கோடி தந்தார் வாசல் பொங்கும் தேனாக கண்மல கொஞ்சம் பொன்மகள் வந்தார் ஒரு கோடி தந்தார் உன்னை வாசல் பொங்கும் தேனாக எந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தையும் பிளான் பண்ணாம பண்ணலாம். இப்படித்தான் பிளான் பண்ணி பண்ணணும். படுத்து தாங்க முடியலையே. தலை வைக்கிறா தலை வைக்கிறே. என்ன பாட்டை நிறுத்திட்டீங்க? பாட்டே கிளப்ப धीरे धीरे बड़ी चली है छोटी चिंगारी बड़ी 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 है मन की अलमारी आज अलमारी हुई सतरंगी जानी सतरंगी हुई सतरंगी थी जो ये रातकारी दुश्मन की देखो जो बात लाउली
That was truly inspiring. The coloring event, we proudly invite Nian, Sana, Madhiran and Nisha to the stage. Big cheers for these tiny creators.
4, 5, 6. Double time style march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Baro. Baro. Children. Ini. Chumbi. Third pumse. Caesar. Baro.
Say போதும்பா ஆஃப் பண்ணிடலாமா எப்படி ஆஃப் பண்ண போறேன் Hey,